Focus on my brake lights.
Ain't turning back. Now that I'm back on track, yeah. Take my word for it. Put a couple bands on it. And I don't plan on letting people turn me. No. You can say what you want. I'ma keep pressing on. I can't go pop that green light. I'm feeling green light. Talking to my past life. Focus on my brake lights. Cruising to my future now.
Are you as excited as I am to get this show started? I am ready. How about you ladies?
Yes, super excited.
Of course, always excited for BTS.
Yes, and I know that our beautiful viewers are also super excited for this show because this is the hour that they get to hang out with their girlfriends, be able to have girl talk, be able to learn a little hack or two, or even understand, right?
Yes.
That we all go through the same struggles in life. So we are your girlfriends here on the other side of the TV, and we're so thankful that you are joining us. Let us introduce ourselves for our new viewers. My name is Francisca.
I'm Shaitia.
I'm Angelique.
And we are breaking the silence. And that's what we're going to be doing today in the show is breaking the silence on many different topics. And our first topic that we're going to be talking about is who makes these social rules anyways?
Right?
Talking
I
about
don't know.
social etiquette.
Yeah.
So much has changed in such a little time. So we are definitely going to be diving into this topic and giving our opinions.
Yes.
Should we text before calling?
Oh.
Should we put all of our information on social media? And who is to call first or text first after a date? Don't answer the question.
I'm trying.
I was about to. It was gonna come out.
I heard it. All the air was sucked out just now, and y'all sounded ready and loaded to give your thoughts and your opinions. But they're going to give their opinions as well as myself later on in that topic. And the other topic that we are going to be covering is your girl tribe is your superpower. That's right. We all need that girl tribe in our corner. It could be a girl tribe of 5, of 4, but maybe even just 1. Or maybe breaking the silence is your girl tribe.
Yes.
We can be part of your girl tribe. It is your superpower, and stay tuned until that segment comes up to find out why the girl tribe is your superpower. And we're going to be seeing how well we know the things of guys. Got you.
Oh no.
All right, we're going to see how well
I don't know why we
these
kind of
things.
like, oh, I don't know with that.
Because do we really truly know, man?
I know they're very,
I think that's the same question they
mysterious.
ask about us. So I would like to see them
we
play
always
the
come
game.
up with stuff. And they always come up with
They're
stuff.
gonna be like, how do you expect us to know the answers? Y'all change your mind constantly.
Exactly,
So,
yeah.
it's a lose-lose situation. So we're gonna be playing Guy Q. We'll see how well we know these subjects. And Shaitia, what are you gonna be doing in today's show?
Yes, so we're gonna be talking about some TV shows on my segment. If you like this, try that.
Okay.
Ooh, I always like a good TV show.
Yes.
And I feel like today it's getting harder and harder to find some
Definitely.
good TV shows. So I am looking forward to your segment.
Exciting.
And ladies, I know y'all are young,
Oh,
vibrant.
I'm just
Thank
a
you.
baby.
Thank you.
Yeah, she's just a baby,
Yeah.
full of life. But as you're getting younger, wiser, and for some of us, maybe older, is there anything that you would say that you're beginning to dislike that maybe you used to like when you were a little younger?
Drama.
Ooh,
Drama.
I like that.
Because back, when you're younger, you want all the tea. You want to be in the mix of everything. Now, if something starts popping off, I'm already walking the other way because it is too much going on.
I'm there with you 1,000%.
Yeah.
No drama.
Yeah. For me, it's like going out at night. Like my bedtime is like maybe 7 p.m. No, seriously, at some point, you're just like, no, I don't got energy for that. Like, let me just recuperate and rest at this time of the day or the night. Because, when we were younger, we have had so much energy. But then now I'm just like, no, I better just
Cancel all my plans.
Yeah, cancel all my plans, and I'm not gonna be guilty about it.
You, me, we are together with that. It's me plans after 8, 9 o'clock at night. look here, if you want me to go out with you to go out and do something, I'm there for it. But if it's gonna be 8, 9 o'clock at night, you're gonna have me out, count me out. I got plans with my bed. I got plans. I got plans to be at home. My couch is calling my name. I don't need to be out late at night. I've done plenty of that when I was younger. So now I just, Plans during the day, I'm there for it. Morning plans, I'm there for it. But evening plans, count me out. And on that note, we are out. And we're going to go take a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
Breaking the silence. Sometimes all it takes is a conversation. We're talking career hacks, relationship advice, and the tools to build an amazing life. Keep it here.
Kids across America are going to school hungry. Millions of kids every day. But one simple thing can help change all of this for a hungry child in America. Good, healthy food and the energy it brings. With help from caring people across America, No Kid Hungry is providing healthy meals and hope to hungry kids so they can build better futures. To learn more about ending child hunger in America, go to helpnokidhungry.org today.
The Universal Church in Houston has been a beacon of faith, hope, and transformation.
My name is Miss Janet, and I would like to say that since I've been coming to the Universal Church, it's been over 10 years, and it has truly been a blessing. It has strengthened my faith.
Since opening its doors on February 7th, 2010, countless lives have been restored and renewed.
Hello, my name is Carolyn Norman, and I have been a member of the Universal Church since 2015. And ever since I have been a member of this church, I have felt so much love and warmth and the Spirit of God each time that I come. And I have felt healing in my life and so much joy and happiness in my life.
Here, faith is more than just words. It's action. Visit us today at 7075 Southwest Freeway, Houston, Texas, 77074, and take the first step toward your new beginning.
At Social Security, we are always thinking of ways to save you time and make things easier. That's why we created My Social Security. A My Social Security account allows you to access your earnings history and benefits information, request a replacement Social Security card, get a proof of income letter, estimate and apply for benefits, and more. Save time. Go online. Open a My Social Security account at ssa.gov/myaccount. Social Security. Securing today and tomorrow.
Produced at U.S. taxpayer expense.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Justification that comes with any addiction.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
But as you mature, you have to be with someone who matures with you.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
To call or to text. To post on social media or don't post at all. To text back or leave it on read. Nowadays, there's so much etiquette that comes along with social media, that comes along with communication in general. So many things have changed in such little amount of time. Now it is that we don't even know whether we're supposed to be calling the people. Are we supposed to be sending them a text before we call them? Do they need to get a forewarning? Am I supposed to respond to this message they sent me on social media? Do I like it? Do I not like it? What am I even supposed to do? So if you're feeling as confused as so many other people, this topic is going to be for you. So ladies, I have heard so much lately that when the phone rings, it's almost like back in the day when somebody would come knock on your door. You're like, hi, oh my gosh, why is somebody at my house? What do they want? Is there an emergency? Who is there? It's almost the same reaction that people are having now when people call them. They see that they're calling, especially if they're not like, your mom or your brother or your sister, somebody that you talk to regularly on the phone. But it might be like a coworker or like a friend that you're not really close with. You know, if somebody calls you, you're just like, why didn't they text me? I don't want to answer the phone. What if this is an emergency? Should I answer? I don't want to answer. So a lot of the times people will send you to voicemail. But voicemail is absolutely, nobody leaves voicemails and nobody has a set. In fact, I ran across this incident actually, I think it was yesterday. Somebody received a phone call And they're like, why are these people calling me? What is going on? And I was like, well, did they leave a voicemail? They're like, I don't know. It's not set up. I was like, that just shows nowadays we don't worry about leaving voicemails. If somebody doesn't call you or somebody doesn't answer,
you
just send them a text. Send them a text, and then they'll know, oh, this is what they wanted to talk to me about. Okay, I'll call them back. Because you know that they got their phone in their hand and they see that you're calling them, right?
Yeah, see, I do not send a text. I'm sorry. If I call you and you don't answer, I'm going to just wait for you to call me back. If it's something like urgent, I'll call you again. That's my rule. Like, I'll call twice so that way you can be like, okay, she's calling back. This has to be important. Or if I just wanted to talk or something like that, then I'll just like, oh, no, it's not really a big deal. I just wanted to talk. So I definitely do not text before I'm calling. Sorry, y'all. I do not have that social etiquette. I will just call you, and that is that, right? But one thing that kind of grinds my gears, if I want to say that, but one thing that gets me is people who post every single thing on social media, right? And it's not just one person. No, it's couples. Everything that they do, if they fight, literally their whole business just by social media. And I really don't think, for me personally, that people need to know everything you're going through. I think that there's certain things that you need to keep private. And with this day and age, it's like the more you know, the better. So then you know that I'm going through this, or you know that I'm going through that. And also sometimes you'll feel like they're really going through it. You'll call or you'll text to check on them. And they're like, oh no, I just wanted to write that. I just shared that post. So then you're just like, so what do I believe anymore? Like, is it true that I see on social media? Should I worry? Should I not worry? Like, what is going on? Exactly.
Yeah, and also adding to that, social media is also, because social media nowadays, that's one thing that they use a tool to date, right? So we see a lot of dating apps, but what has been the dating etiquette this year? Like this generation, has it been established that we can ghost others if we decide, hey, I don't want to, I'm not interested in you anymore, so I'll just silently, not text you, not call you, not answer your calls. Is that really acceptable nowadays? Or like, who should be texting after a first date? Okay, I'm the girl, I'm the boy, I'm the man, I'm the woman. Who texts? who does the texting first? If I'm interested in you, do I wait for you? What if like I really want to ask you some questions, or I really want to have a conversation, but there's that rule that I cannot text first?
Or at least 3 days. You have to wait a couple of days.
So you don't seem so desperate.
Exactly.
Like you have a whole life, but really you're just sitting there
waiting for them to text you. Yeah.
Exactly. So what do I do? Do I just let my love life just be like, all right, bye, because there are those social rules. So
that ghosting has to go. Yes. That is something that needs to go. If you don't like the person, if you do not get along with the person, you didn't mesh well with the person, at least respect them enough to just say like, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out. But nowadays, because everything is done digitally, you don't have that interaction. So back in the day, usually when you start dating somebody, it's because they're in a friend circle, or they're connected to somebody. So you run into them again, even when you don't want to date them anymore. So you have to have that interaction with them and be like, I'm sorry, it's just not going to work out. But nowadays, you could just ignore them, not answer their messages. If they happen to call, you can
block
ignore
them,
their calls. Exactly. You don't have
change
to
your
see
number.
them ever again. But there's this, real quick, before we go into break, there's this radio show, and they do these callbacks for a second date update. So basically, they'll call the person and be like, oh, so you went on a date with so-and-so, and everything seemed to go well. The date was great. And then the person's like, but then you ghosted them. And the person's on the radio basically saying like, it didn't work out. They did something weird, or something happened in the date that just kind of really threw them off. And the whole time, the other person is listening to what they're saying. And they're like, you didn't tell me that. You didn't give me a fair chance. And so many times when that happens, and the other person is able to say their side of the story, the one that was complaining and ghosts them was like, oh, okay, I understand. It makes sense. And they go on a second date. So like if you don't ghost the person and you just have that kind of communication, you could be throwing away the love of your life. How many relationships start off in awkward situations, awkward conversations, terrible first dates, and then they turn into long-lasting relationships. So let's not ghost the people, all right? If there's something that just didn't mesh well with you, reach out to them, tell them, and maybe there's an explanation why something happened in your date. And if somebody is calling you, just answer the phone, please. Or if they send you a text message, just respond. Let's just have some common courtesy and think like, what would I want somebody to do to me in this kind of situation, all right? So with that note, we're gonna take a break and we'll be right back.
Empowered women, empowering conversations. Stay with us on Breaking the Silence as we inspire and uplift each other.
Be here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side. By your side. And every day is a different day. Everything is in everything. Even when you think things could never ever be the same. Don't be scared of the world, I'll be here to stay. By your side. Even when your heart ain't listening, or your mind takes you a different way, towards a different path. All you gotta do is sit and ask. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
When the adults in a child's life talk early and often about the dangers of underage drinking, the message gets stronger every time.
I'll be by your side.
Talk. They hear you.
All right, ladies, get your pen, get your paper, because as we play Guy Q, we'll also be dropping some knowledge on some men subjects. So then when your husband asks you, oh, can you go in the garage and go get that screwdriver for me, that Phillips head, you'll know exactly what he's talking about. And you won't just come with the whole drawer and be like, what is it you need?
I'll get a toolbox and be like,
is it? And it's going to be a drawer full of drills. It's not even going to be exactly what he was asking for.
And he's just going to look like, what do I do with you?
That's my wife. Gotta love her. So get your pen and paper. Is it ready? All right. All right. Let us get into our first question for Guy Q. Why do men stare at a grill like it's a TV? A, they're bored. B, it's a cooking tradition that requires supervision, even if nothing is happening. Or C, they're checking the weather.
I don't know. Well, I don't. Why would I know what's in their mind?
That's why we played this game.
Ready?
All right. Yes.
3, 2,
B.
B. Is it? Oh,
yes.
Okay.
You cannot interrupt a man in his grilling time at all.
No.
They're gonna be like, you can wait.
And it gotta be the head man. If you're at the grill, that means you are the boss.
You are it. Yes.
Yeah.
So that meat better turn out well. All right. Our next question, Shaitia.
What is the honey-do list? A grocery list. B, a list of chores or tasks a wife asks a man to do around the house. Or C, a list of favorite foods. I have one of these lists.
I think it's...
All right.
Okay.
B.
B. A.
It's B.
No, because I ask him sometimes to have like some...
You said B, a grocery list?
No, she said A, a grocery list.
I mean, A, a grocery list?
Mm-hmm. It's honey.
The
Honey,
grocery
can you
list
do
is part
this?
of,
Like,
yeah.
honey, can you fix this? Honey, can you...
It's a nice way of saying a to-do list.
Oh, well, honey, can you buy this for me?
Yes.
Honey, can you buy this picture, okay?
Yeah, you got to send them with the cardboard board and they match it up directly.
Exactly. You're going to get 100 pictures sent back to you. Which one exactly?
Exactly. There you go.
Or they ask the person in the supermarket, like, my wife is asking for this.
And I don't know what it is.
It's right in front of you, sir. Okay. All right.
All right, our next one.
Okay. All right, number 3. What is a 2 times 4 in construction? 2 times 4. 2
by 4.
2 by 4.
2 by
2
4.
by 4.
You see, that's why I don't really know these things. A, a type of drill bit. B, a standard piece of lumber size. C, a type of wrench. I don't know. This is
All right.
maybe...
I hear this a lot.
I
She
don't.
said 2 times 4.
B. Okay, I kind of like
2 times 4.
2 times 4.
That's how I'm going to refer
I
to
mean,
that
like it's
from
2
now
times
on.
4.
It's 2 times 4.
Hey, you gotta say it right. 2 times 4.
2 times 4. All right. You're funny.
All right.
All right, let us see the next one.
Okay.
What is the purpose of a stud finder? A, to locate wooden beams behind walls. A, to locate wooden beams behind walls. B, to detect metal pipes. C, to measure humidity.
I've never heard of this.
Stud finder? What?
I would say I worked in construction for a very small period of time, so
okay.
a little bit
I'll
familiar with
just...
this.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
Okay, 3, 2,
B.
A.
B.
Oh, I put B. So you're probably right.
A. Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, because you got to find the studs to know where you can hang things.
Oh, I thought
Yeah,
it's the
I
metal.
don't even know what a stud is.
Yeah.
like,
The back of my earring, the type of earrings I'm wearing, is that a stud?
No, it's definitely not.
That's
We
the
definitely
stud.
don't know these things.
All right, let us see our next one.
Okay, so why do men keep random screws, bolts, and parts in their drawer? A, they forget to throw them away. B, they believe they'll need them one day for something unknown. C, they collect them as a hobby.
I think it's this. Might be. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Ready? B. Is it B? Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Just like us women, we have our junk drawer. They have their, but
they
this
have
time with their tools
Yeah,
and
the drawer
nuts
with
and
all of
screws and
the
bolts.
different ketchup packets and stuff like that.
Why do we do that? Why are we like this?
Because
All
we
right.
need it just in case. Hey, those packets come in clutch sometimes. at the
One
last
day.
minute, a just in case.
Exactly.
Just like we are with like makeup and hair products. But one day I'm going to use it. I got to have it for
It's
that
been
one
sitting
day.
there for like 1 year. All right. Okay, our next one. Okay, so what is the purpose of motor oil in a car? A, to cool the air conditioner. B, to lubricate the engine parts. C, to clean the tires.
Well, based off of where you put it in the car, I think this would be pretty simple.
Is it this one?
3, 2.
B.
B? Okay. I was like, cool.
Angelique!
The answer was kind of there in the question.
So I was like, yeah, it's B.
She's
I'm like,
cool it
for the tires.
Is it
cools the
coolant? But all right, it's oil, right? So it lubricates. All right. Okay.
Process of elimination. All right, let us see our next question.
Okay.
In American football, how many points is a touchdown worth? A, 6 points. B, 3 points. C, 7 points.
I don't know this.
This is kind of tricky.
You should be knowing this.
I mean, I
You
have
should
the
know
answer,
this.
but it is like a trick question.
Is it?
It is. It is a trick question.
All right.
3, 2.
A. Oh! That was a wild
7.
Because like if you don't
get
know
the
a
kick.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it could be 8 with the 2-point conversion.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's just one touchdown.
Yes.
All right.
All right, number 8. What does PSI refer to when talking about tires? A, pounds per square inch. B, pressure speed indicator. C, power strength index.
I heard this, but I don't remember.
I don't really remember.
All right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Viewers, y'all are going to sound so educated when your husband comes and asks you questions. You're going to be like, oh, I already know that. My girls told me. I learned it on Breaking the Silence.
You know what PSI means?
If you don't, I do.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Let's go get new tires.
All right, 3, 2. A.
B.
B.
Pounds per square inch.
Well,
At least me and you were on the same page.
I'm like, do you know the pounds per square inch in your tires?
Yeah, you just gotta like drop that knowledge. Find some way in your conversation today when you're speaking to your husband and drop some knowledge that you learned here on Breaking the Silence, and they're gonna be very impressed. They're gonna be like, oh wow,
You know what you're talking
maybe
about.
y'all will teach them something. Maybe they didn't even know
Pounds
that.
per square inch, definitely.
Drop
Throw that in today. I'll definitely apply.
Like gear the conversation around it and figure out a way to be able to just throw it on in there and be like, yeah, I knew that. All right, I hope y'all enjoyed this segment and took something away from it. Oh, but let us see who the winner is of the show.
I think
so too.
That one.
Yes. You got it.
Yes.
Yay. I was more focused on the viewers being able to drop the knowledge in their conversations with their husband, and I totally forgot about who won the show. But yes, I will take the crown and I will win and wear it today. Gracefully and humbly.
Yes.
And on that note, we're going to take a break, but we'll be right back with more.
Your voice, breaking the silence.
Doesn't it seem like more people are connecting through social media these days than through real-life personal conversations? It's a new phenomenon affecting the lives of both young and old. There's a constant search for validation from online likes, comments, reactions, and reposts. That's beginning to replace time-honored behaviors of face-to-face conversations, relationships, and bonds of friendship. Basic human social skills of life-enhancing interactions are dying off as the virtual is taking precedence over the real. The deception of social media can paint a picture of utopia. But like any idol, most of what we see is an illusion. So many are falling for a false reality, and a sharp increase in depression and loneliness has been the result. It's time to put down our phones and reconnect with the real world around us. LFN encourages you to redirect your attention, to look up, and live life to the fullest. Take a break from social media. Be present. Appreciate life. Because life's story won't write itself.
You talk to. In every family, small conversations can make a big impact. I grew up on tour with my parents. Kind of different, but we bonded over music just like other families do over sports, camping, or other interests. And we talked. Little everyday conversations from silly to serious that built a foundation over time. Honest conversations, like when my dad shared his experiences as an alcoholic.
Your honesty about that part of your life gave me a sense of integrity that I wanted to uphold in my own life. And I was so grateful that you and Mom had become these sober, stable people who were always there for me.
I wanted you to know from someone who's been in recovery more than 30 years now that hard work is what creates success, not alcohol or other drugs, whether it's music or anything else. I said it a lot, and I'm glad you took it to heart.
Talk, they hear you. For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
On Breaking the Silence, we aim to broaden your horizons on a variety of topics.
Understand that things happen, life happens, mistakes happen.
Beneficial advice you can use in your daily life.
For when you're mentally exhausted, it's a completely different thing.
Let's explore today's topic together on Breaking the Silence.
Nowadays, women wear so many different hats. They have so many different responsibilities that they're juggling every single day, from work, from family, from personal health, from just overall challenges that they are facing. And we tend to think that we have to do it all alone. We think that nobody else is going through the things that we're going through. And it's better if we just stay silent, if we just fight the fights alone, because we can't let down our family. We can't let down our friends. We can't let down those that we work with and show them that we are struggling. But really reaching out and having that group of friends, or even that one friend that you can rely on, that you can talk to, that you can vent to, will renew your strength and will renew you. That is why we're talking about your girl tribe is your superpower. So ladies, it is so important nowadays to really find those true, genuine friends that you can open up to, that you can talk to. And oftentimes, we feel like we're doing things alone. But when we open up to that friend, we realize that that friend is also going through the same things that we're going through. And it's very refreshing to find somebody that loves you, that supports you, that wants to see the best for you, but that you can also share your struggles with. And then you can share in your struggles. You can laugh at your struggles together. And it's like a therapeutic session with your friends because you're really able to kind of relate on a level that you're not able to relate with others, right? And so a lot of the times we don't want to tell our husbands that we're struggling. We don't want to let our kids know that we're going through hard moments because they have to see us as strong. So that is why having our girl tribe is our superpower and something that we really need to treasure and build, especially nowadays.
Yeah, you know, and that reminds me, like when I first got married, I would think like, okay, my husband's my best friend. I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to tell him everything that I'm going through. And because he's a man and I'm a woman, it's like he wouldn't understand the things that I was saying or the things that I were going through. He wouldn't see like, oh, it's not a big deal. Just get over it. Suck it up. Like, why are you crying? And I was just like, because it's just so hard. And he'll just be like, whatever. And then it's like once like I would be in meetings and they'd be like, well, you need to have a friend. You need to have a girlfriend because, you know, your husband's not going to understand everything. And so I started like getting friends and like really telling them what I was going through. And they helped me a lot. Like they helped me be able to process things or to troubleshoot, you know, because when you go to a man, it's like they want to just solve the problem. They're going to give you directions. Okay, this is what you're going through. Do this, do that. And that's it. But with a woman, they get to the details. They're like, but why did you do that? But why did you say that? But why? And once you start going with the whys, you start to be able to look at it differently than just the solution. Because a lot of times, if we're being honest, when we're going through a problem, we don't want you to give us the solution.
No, just hear us
We
cry.
just want you to listen. We want you to, you know, just be a listening ear, shoulder, be like, okay, you got this. Because we know we got it. We just need that, you know, that motivation, that encouragement. So it's like when you have that friend, you have that place, and actually studies show that strong friendship can improve emotional and mental health. So it's like because you have that safe space where it's like no judgment, no drama, you have that moment to actually invest in your mind, actually have healthy feelings and be able to process things in a better and healthier way.
Yeah, you mentioned it, that safe space when you're like, you understand, right? Yeah, I do understand, but okay, that's enough, you know, the venting finished and now it's time to, this is what you gotta do, you know, because as you mentioned, sometimes there will be like for example, the opposite sex, a man, they wouldn't understand where we're coming from, the emotions and all of that feelings and stuff like that. So like when you have that friend, that women supporting women, it creates that strong bond instead of like being discouraged, being downgraded. You're being uplifted because you have that strong support system. And I think like one of the healthiest way, of course, of having that friendship is even though they are your safe space, they also create that boundary where you don't cross it, you know? So they give you that safe space for you to vent, for you to, you know, to be there, be present with them, but also that boundary that, hey, okay, this is something that, of course, you're not going to struggle alone, but it is something that you're going to go through. I'm going to give you an advice, but at the end of the day, it's going to be your decision. You know, it's not going to be up to me. Or that decision that, hey, you can make it, right? I'll be your cheerleader and stuff like that. Or I'm not going to allow you to go to the wrong path, right? And you know that person, when you know them, that sometimes they don't talk to you or they just shut down, or you know another friend who's always like bantering and always just saying stuff. You know each of your friends, like in a circle of friends, you have like different personalities. You know how to approach them. And when you do that, they become, or they become, like you become their safe space, and they become your safe space. So it's something that when we support each other, when women support each other, we create that healthy bond, especially in these days that we're always hustling and bustling all the time, career, as you said, juggling and everything. We need that one person, even if it's just one, to say, hey, you can do it, or you're not alone, right? Because sometimes we feel like we're carrying the weight of the world and nobody's telling us that, do you understand what I'm going through, right? Like, it's so heavy. Are you like carrying the same weight? And then just somebody who tells you, yes, I do understand. I've been there, and these are the steps that, I did, so that, now I can give you, share my story with you and stuff like that. So it's really uplifting when you have this kind of bond and friendships.
And it's really, really important. As Shatia was saying, like it's good for your mental health. It's good for your overall health, your overall well-being, to have these tight-knit relationships. And I really think that nowadays with social media, even being in a room with your whole family, being in a room with your children, taking your kids to sporting events, being around other moms, like you're constantly around people, you're constantly connecting with people online, but yet we still feel so alone. We still feel like we are fighting this battle by ourselves. And I think we need to really figure out a way to prioritize our friendships and prioritize, making these connections with people. Do y'all think that women are prioritizing friendships nowadays in the way that they should? Or do you think that they're kind of lacking in that area because they feel like they don't have time to really invest in friendships?
I think it's like they don't have time. I really do feel like a lot of women think that they don't have time, or maybe some of them have been hurt. So it's like they don't want to really put themselves out there again. So they kind of like hold themselves and kind of make themselves busy with other things.
Yeah, I think but the thing is, when you value something, you make time for it, right? So I think that, okay, without time, or I'm so busy, it's just kind of like an excuse, I would say, that because they really don't want to deal with it, as Shaitia mentioned, maybe they've been hurt before, or they don't really want to go in that route again because it happened before, and I'm just gonna rather work myself out with my kids, children, or all the other roles, and this one I'm just gonna leave it to the side and just have that excuse of I don't have time.
Yeah. And it's so true. If you want it, you're going to make time for it. And that is what we need to do, because friendships are so, so important. Friendships are something that is valuable, that is really our superpower and our strength, because we never will make success, we'll never achieve great things alone. We always see that when people achieve great success or achieve great things, it's because a whole team is there behind them, giving them the support when they're feeling weak, giving them the strength when they don't think that they can keep going. So invest in your friendships, even if it's just one friendship. Invest in that friendship and make time for it. Even if you just have to pencil each other in once a month, but make that time to be able to build your friendships, and you're going to start to see, you're going to feel less stressed and less anxious about life, because you're going to have that outlet that you really, really need to have in your life. I hope this segment helped you. And if there's somebody that you're thinking about that keeps coming to your mind while we were talking about this subject, give them a call. Call them. If they're younger, you might need to text them and then call them. Give them a little bit of a heads up before you give them a call, because then they'll be with anxiety. Oh my gosh, why is she calling me? But reach out to them. Seriously, reach out to them and start to build this connection with them again, because it is your superpower. It is your strength. We're not supposed to do life alone. We need to have a tribe behind us. All right? So we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
You read the Bible, but you don't always understand what it's saying. You pray, but you struggle to hear God's voice. Your soul feels heavy, sad, bitter inside. The Bible is not just a book. It is the living Word of God. And when the Word is explained, when it is revealed, it washes the soul, strengthens your faith, and restores the peace you've been missing. This Wednesday, it's not just another Bible study. It's a moment to understand what God is speaking to you. A moment for guidance, strength, and renewal through His Word. If you need help, if you need direction, if you need to hear God, This Wednesday is for you. Bible Study Wednesday at 1091 Fulton Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11238 at 7 p.m. or at any Universal Church. Come, the Word of God will speak to you.
Military families often sacrifice precious time away from loved ones while serving our country.
We were worried that with him leaving, that she would lose those connections with her dad.
Some of life's best moments happen between parents, children, and the pages of a good book. United Through Reading provides that connection. And now, United Through Reading is also available to veterans. Learn more about United Through Reading at unitedthroughreading.org.
What troubles have you been going through? Heartbreak, depression, family drama, incurable diseases, or financial setback? Don't give up. There is a way out. Call 888-332-4141, our toll-free 24-hour helpline today.
Breaking the Silence is back. Let's keep the conversation going.
Okay, so how hard is it? You're flipping through the TV and you can't find anything to watch because it has inappropriate scenes in it. It has cursing in it. It just doesn't align with what you're used to. It's very hard nowadays to find something that you can just sit down on the couch, enjoy with your family. You can walk away trusting that whatever comes up, your child is safe to watch while you go fix something, check on the food in the kitchen. So today we're going to be going back to the classics, right, ladies? Because you can never go wrong with classic TV shows. The shows that we grew up on or our parents grew up on, the shows that even today we can still watch. We know all the words to the scene and still die laughing of it. So we're going to be going back to the classics. Are you ready?
I'm ready. I love this idea because nowadays I struggle to find something good to watch that is going to keep my attention, that's going to keep me engaged, but is also safe to watch with the whole family. So where do we even start?
Yes. So we have some genres because I know that not everybody likes the same thing. Some people like funny, some people like thrillers on the edge of your seat. Some people just want to sit there and not even think about what they're watching, just let it play. So the first one, of course, we have to talk about is comedies.
Oh, yes. It's always a good
We have our comedies. So here we have Martin, we have Seinfeld, Mad TV, Kings of Queens, and Friends. And we also have other shows that we can talk about. But these, I feel like, are such good shows that you can watch. Like Mad TV is like the sketch comedy show. So it's just like you don't know what's going to happen there. It's just random stuff that's going to happen. And we have Martin. Of course, Martin Lawrence is one of the kings of comedy. So it's
Such a mess.
You can never go wrong with Martin. Like his show, you know that you're going to laugh from the time it comes on until it goes off. We have Seinfeld, Kings of Queens, Friends, like even episodes from Friends today, we still watch, we still see pop on social media because these shows, even though, like they're so old, you know, the early 2000s, 90s, but it's like, it's still relevant to today. A lot of it is relatable. So when you watch it, you actually feel like it's something that you're going through today or a situation that can arrive today.
Because like the characters that we see now, and I remember in Friends, I used to talk about this a lot, and I think even in Seinfeld, they would talk about that like each character somebody could resonate with. They could see themselves in that character. And so it made it so much more relatable. And it was like everyday kind of things that would happen to them. And it wasn't so much like drama filled and just kind of exhausting, like to your brain,
going
which
on,
is
too much information,
going on.
Exactly.
But it was still, but it's a classic.
Okay, so I have a question. So what if somebody's watching and they say, okay, I didn't grow up on any of this, like me, right?
I'm not
so
from
what
here.
what will be like a light one that they could begin with to watch?
Okay, so a light one I think will be Friends.
Friends,
Friends, because it's just like she said, every day, just regular things, regular scenarios that you go to. But there's funny situations that happen, so you know that you're gonna laugh. You know, it's gonna be something funny. The way they handle the situation, or even King of Queens. I remember watching it a clip yesterday, and he's just like asking his wife to find stuff, and she's like, again,
that's
so it's just like things that you feel. So we have that. And we also have our, as we talking about Girl Tribes, so we have some shows that's centered around women, right?
Okay.
So we have Girlfriends, Living Single, Moesha, The Parkers, and Ugly Betty. And all of these have like their girl tribes. They see like, you see a variation of like older people, mother and daughter, just single friends, a lot of different things that's going on, but it is woman centric. And you'll see how they have their friendship, as we talked about Girl Tribe, what they did with their friendship, how their friends helped them, and how they kind of grew up with the society and things that were going on around them.
Yeah, and something that came to my mind, you know, nowadays, with reality TV, it's like when girlfriends fight, like it's a literal fight. But with these shows, it teaches you how to disagree with your friends, how to overcome that, and how to be able to keep your relationship intact without it breaking you. And I think we lose a lot of that now with these reality shows because they're just so much drama.
And then a lot of the reality shows that we see today also, like they have like hidden secrets, and they have things like, I'm gonna expose this about her, I'm gonna do that. But then these shows, you kind of see them rooting for each other. You don't see them like doing stuff purposely to get them down, to mess them up, to sabotage them. But you see that they have that mentality like, you grow, I grow. You know, we're in this together. Right?
And that's very rare nowadays.
Exactly, especially in this society. And we also have some, you know, some action-packed ones because we love action, right? So we have 24, Prison Break, we have Psych, X-Files, and Firefly. So this is like action, this is mystery, sci-fi, the edge of your seat, especially I remember when 24 and Prison Break came out, like you would literally be glued to the TV from the start of it until the end. And it's just like shows that you know is gonna be good, you know that they're gonna have like something big happening, something dramatic happening, and you kind of want to figure out how they're gonna solve the mystery for like X-Files, even Psych. Psych is funny, but it also has like that action to it because they're solving like mysteries and the way he goes about solving it, because he's very observant. So it's like he's pretending to be a psychic, but he's not. But because he's so observant, he makes people believe him because he noticed things that people won't normally notice. So while you're watching your show, you're like, how did he notice that? Where did that happen? So,
is he really a psychic?
Exactly. So you have all of these shows that are like action-packed, you know, they're like sci-fi mystery, because again, everybody has their own, you know, thing that they want to watch. Everybody have their own things that they are into. So we don't want to make it like, okay, let's just talk about comedy, but we want to kind of give everybody a little bit in peace so that way they can find something that they can enjoy. Because again, we watch these things, but it's not for us to go back and watch. It's for you to want to watch. It's for you to find something that you like today that you can go back and watch. And the good thing with all of these shows that we mentioned is they're on streaming. So it's not like you have to look for them, you have to find them. You can go to the same place like Hulu, Disney Plus, or Netflix, and it's something, again, that's appropriate, that you don't have to worry about your kids watching, your family watching. You can just sit back, relax, and enjoy a nice, good show. But we're gonna go on a quick break and we'll be right back.
Laugh, learn, and love with Breaking the Silence. We'll be right back.
Everyone loves a champion, someone whose performance puts them head and shoulders above the rest. But not all champions wear a medal or hoist a trophy. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. We believe abuse can be prevented by taking a hard look at how we coach, how we train, and how we interact after the last whistle. We have provided over 2 million safe sport trainings. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job, it's our promise.
Well, Shaitia, you have given me a lot of great options on things that I am going to be watching, because you gave the action, the Prison Break in 24. I have never seen those, and I love a good action, like detective show. And I'm running out of documentaries to watch. So I have definitely, because I haven't been able to find a good series to watch that is like detective based, kind of like problem solving, figuring out the crimes. So you have really given me
Prison
some.
Break, if you start that today, you're probably going to finish the whole series by next week. It's just like you don't want to stop while you're watching.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so then I might have to take a look at Prison Break. I don't know how much time I'm going to have to finish it that quickly, but if it's that good, I am definitely going to be looking for that and hopefully be enjoying some of those episodes. Those are such good shows, though. Just kind of looking back and remembering what old TV was like. Sorry, not old TV. Classic TV. Good TV. We don't need to throw in the old, right? But it is so true. TV has changed so much, just like social media, just like communication. In general, so much has changed in such a short period of time. And we really need to start bringing back some of those things. And we've said this before on the show, but starting to bring back some more of the humanity of life that we had back in the day. One-on-one connections, building friendships, talking to each other in person, talking to each other over the phone, just having some kind of respect and keeping things personal, keeping things to ourselves. We don't need to have everybody in our business, seeing how our relationships are going, seeing how things are going, where you're at, where your kids are at. It's not safe. It's not smart to put all your business out there, and some things you want to keep personal. And unfortunately, a lot of the times when we see people putting out so much of their relationship on social media, that's not really how the relationship is, right?
And you know, that's the importance of having that girl tribe, because it's like, if you want to share, like, because sometimes you want to, you know, celebrate or spread the news, or you need someone to talk to, but because you don't have that tribe, you go to social media, they become that tribe, but then you start to share too much with them and people are judging you secretly. But if you have that good tribe that you can talk to, that you go to, you tell them about your problems, your issues, or your wins, it's like you don't have to put your business out there for everybody to know.
Yeah, because you got them cheering for you. I love that. I love that.
But they're like, hey, but it's the new generation. Okay.
You might be a new generation, but they could be wise, right? Change things up.
There you go. You can be different in this new generation, okay? Because some things are just not meant to, you know, grow and evolve with it, right? So sometimes we can keep the ones from the old traditions. We can still keep them. Just because it's a new generation doesn't mean you're going to just trash all of these old traditions or old morals that you've kept, even your parents or grandparents have taught you.
Well, we have had a great conversation in today's show. And if you want to keep the conversation going, go ahead and scan the QR code that is coming there on your screen. It will take you to our Instagram page, Breaking the Silence _talk show. There you can send in your comments, your ideas, your opinions on the things that we talked about here in the show, or you want to be a viewer joiner. We would love to have you here on the program with us, because we are your girl tribe. We are here to support you. We are here to encourage you and to keep you going forward. So we're going to be coming off of your screen right now, but we will be back tomorrow. Bye.